Welcome, and today we're going to be doing a fresh install of development on the Phantasma network. So what we want to first do to download this and to get started, open up our browser. We want to download .NET if you don't have .NET installed in Node.js. So first, I already have these bookmarks, so we're going to download .NET first. So let's download .NET, long-term support, download this. And in the new tab, we're going to download this Node.js. Long-term support. This is for a Windows install, as you can see. So let's get this started. Might take a little bit on here. So let's give it a few more seconds for it to warm up. Everything installed correctly. Install this. Yes, make the changes. Okay. Now that is installed, .NET is installed, we can test that. Personally, I like PowerShell. So for me, and since you're going to be doing development on here, you might want to just pin this to the taskbar because you will be using this more often. But just to check that .NET is installed, .NET is installed. Now let's download the Node.js. Next, I accept. Next, next. Mostly what we'll need is this npm package manager, which is added on here, and it's add to path, which is fine. So next, automatically install the necessary tools. This is fine. If Chocolatey doesn't install, we don't need it. But I'm going to install it anyway, just in case you'll need it later on. And install. Yes. Now, while this is installing, let's get ready to start installing some of the finish that. And it should pop up this for Chocolatey to install. So yes. Let's let that install for the moment. Yes. So let me get through all these pop-ups. All right. Yeah. Profile does not exist, so maybe Chocolatey might not install, but we'll see. Python is not installed, installing. That's fine. Um, in the meantime, we're gonna get everything ready for when we start installing the Phantasma blockchain and the compiler. So let's go ahead and create a new folder. I'm going to do this on desktop. You can add it to wherever path you want to add it to, and I'm just going to call this Phantasma. So within this, we're going to use. Let's go ahead and go to the Phantasma GitHub. See if this is done installing. Still installing some things, which is fine. Let's go to the Phantasma GitHub in the meantime. I already have that bookmarked. And I will add these links in the description. And what we'll need is the Phantasma NG. That's the blockchain. We're going to need the tomb right here. And we'll need Phantasma Hub. Now, for me, you first let's install Phantasma NG. Personally, if I were you and you're planning on developing on this blockchain for a long term, I would go ahead and clone this out instead of downloading the zip. So for whenever they do updates to this, you can just pull these updates and keep everything updated and freshly installed. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and open this up. Microsoft Visual Studio. If you don't have this installed, this was already pre-installed on this environment, so I didn't have to install this. So we're going to install this, and let's just wait for this to load up. All right, skip this for now. Go dark. Doesn't really matter. I'm only doing this just to make sure that everything is future proof. For when we have the updates from the Phantasma blockchain, we can just pull everything and we don't have to actually download the zip, redo everything that we did. We just pull it and publish it again. So now let's clone the repository. Right here, Phantasma NG. Let's copy this, paste this. Repository location. We're going to go to desktop, Phantasma, select folder. And just for FYI, if you do Download the zip. I'll show you. If you do download the zip, it'll be the name will be Phantasma-ng-master. In order to make sure this is correct, whenever you're publishing it, as you'll see later on, remove the dash master. Just rename it to Phantasma-ng. All right, that's not for the zip though. That's for the file that's in here. Rename this right here, and I'll just do this. Just well, I would have to extract it, but just rename this to Phantasma-ng. Okay. Now that we have this, well, we didn't check it out. Now let's clone that. All right. Now we clone that. It should be nice. Open a file explorer. Let's see what that looks like. Desktop Phantasma. And I did the wrong thing, which was my problem. Yeah. 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 Well, what I meant to do was name this Phantasma-ng. But let me see. I don't care that it's targeting a version of .NET that's not installed. It's probably .NET 6 that it's targeting. Let me exit that out. This is my fault. Mistake on my end. Exit this out. Make sure this is done. Authentic code return 00 for path, Microsoft Visual Studio. So it seems like this wasn't installed, but that's fine. We don't really need Chocolatey right now. I'm assuming everything else was installed. Yeah, some of the other stuff is installed, so I'm not gonna worry about that. I'm gonna just remove this real quick. Just delete that. I'm gonna go back. Um, New folder. Phantasma-ng. I could have put this all in the folder, but I just want to go through for a fresh install. So as you will see, make sure that this is named Phantasma-ng as the same name. Do what you need to do for that. Go back. Let's clone this again. And I'm pretty sure there was a better way that I could have done that. However, I haven't touched Visual Studio in a while. I've been on mostly Visual Studio Code. So let's paste this. We're going to put it in here. Select this folder and clone that. Okay. Now that that's good, we don't need that anymore at the moment. What we want to do is head back here. We want to make sure that we get everything installed. We're going to go to Tune. So right here, let's create a new folder called Tune. And I'm going to go to New Repository. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I'll be honest, I have local only. Push to a new remote. Yeah, no. Clone a repository. Here we go. Okay. Now let's go to here, code. Let's get this clone. I can just go here. Paste this, tune.get. I'm gonna go back here, tune, select this folder, clone. All right, now that this is cloned, we're gonna need one more folder. So now let's go back here to our folder. Let's rename. Actually, let me go here so you can see better. So let's go here. The folder we'll need is Phantasma Hub. This is where you'll use to deploy your contracts, um, test out the contracts as well. It's more easier. You don't need this, but Tech already has this made, so it's better to use it. So I'm gonna go ahead and new folder, Phantasma dash hub, P hub. All right, now that we got this done, let's go back here, clone a repository, and let's copy this. And go back here, paste this, get this out the way, Phantasma hub, select folder, clone. Okay, now that we have Phantasma hub clone, Let's get out of here. The next thing we're going to want to do is head here to our PowerShell. Go to Phantasma NG. You can copy the text address or copy address. We're going to CD into that. All right, now that we CD in here, just go .NET Publish. Okay. Now while we're .NET publishing this, just let this get finished. We can actually wait for this to get done, or we can go ahead and move along while this gets done. And personally, I'll just leave it like this. So while this is waiting, next thing we want to do is go to Phantasma-io. Well, it's whatever the website is. I'm just gonna go here, Phantasma-io. I forgot what the website is. I'll be honest with you. Phantasma.io. All right. What we want to do on Phantasma.io is download the wallet. So you'll see tokens and wallets, or you could go to dApps. It's up to whichever one you want to go to. Poltergeist wallet. You can download now. But just to be more specific, I will go to tokens and wallets. I'm going to go to wallets. And through here, you can see, Windows, Android, Mac OS, iOS, Linux, GitHub Direct. For this one, I'm going to go to Windows 2.8.8. That's correct. Open this up. Everything is fine over here. Just some warnings. All right, we're going to go back. I believe we already .NET published that. We're going to extract this here. Just inside the folder, so we have everything in one place. You don't have to. You can put it wherever you want to, but I'm going to extract it here inside the folder so we have everything in one place. All right. That's there. All right, while we're doing that, let's head back to Tomb. While this is finished, we clear this. So now we're in Tomb. We're going to do the same thing. .NET publish. Okay. Let that get finished. Now that that is finished, what we want to do inside of Tomb is we want to go open up the folder, Phantasma. Go to the Tomb. Actually, we don't even have to do it right here, but compiler, bin, debug, net.7, publish, and you should see your Tomb compiler right here, right? So for this, all we should have to do is copy this address, go to edit. We're going to add this to path. So edit system, environment variables on Windows. I'm not sure about the Mac, but for Windows, however you add that to your variables on the Mac, you'll do the same thing. Environment variables. We're going to go to this path, edit, add a new one. We're just going to paste that. And make sure there's no quotation marks. Okay. 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 Now we want to test this, right? Let's go tune. Oh, I got to open this up fresh again. So there we go. Tune compiler.exe. I shouldn't have anything on here. You must install or update the following frameworks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we can run this. But it doesn't matter right now. What do we want to do? Let me make sure npm is installed as well. Since I did install it and I didn't test it. Okay, that is installed. Now that we have all of that updated, the next thing we need to do is, now that we downloaded our wallet, get all of this out the way, let's open up our wallet. Poltergeist, you'll see the Poltergeist wallet right here. Let's open that up. Run anyway. We want to get set up, right? So, allow. So we're going to have to import some test wallets. For this, we will go to Gitbook. We have a Gitbook Phantasma. You can just type in Gitbook Phantasma, and you will go here. In order for this one, you will go to for developers. You have to wait a little bit. Tools and SDKs, blockchain, and you will go to the chain. We will go to setup. And I believe this might not be maybe a mud. We're going to run this on Docker though, but I want to make sure that I have everything. Oh, configuration. So we're going to import wallet. We're going to get our WIFs, our WIFs. We're going to just confirm that. Yes, it was created. I'm pretty sure this was a private key created using a version earlier than version 2.4. Enter a name for your wallet. I'm just going to enter node 0 as they have over here. Ah, I'm kind of upset because it is just name node. Pretty sure I can rename this anyway. Manage, rename. There we go. Save and close. All right, now let's import the rest of these wallets. Now this is on mainnet, so you're not going to see anything on here yet, and I'll show you how to change that to your SIMnet. Do you want to import? No. So mainnet shouldn't have anything on there. Import wallet. Import that. Confirm. Anyway, it might not matter. We'll see. So I guess that don't matter. All right. About when it was created. Was this private key created using the Portuguese wallet? I'm just gonna hit no. I guess it doesn't matter if you hit yes or no for these. Confirm. Want to add a password? No. No password. It's easier to add no password when you're testing because you don't want to have to enter a password each time. And these are test wallets, so it's not like anybody can get on your computer and just mess up anything that you have going on. Steal your funds, anything of that nature. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So right now we forget about this. Exit that out to save some RAM on our computer. Next thing is next. Let's make sure we have everything downloaded. Tomb, Poltergeist. We're going to need Docker Desktop. That's important as well. So let's go ahead and go download. I have already had this bookmark. Let me go find this Docker. So for Docker, we're going to go here. We're going to see products. Let me just full screen this. Products, Docker Desktop. Download for Windows. Let that get started. I mean, these are a lot of steps. If you haven't done this yet, if you don't have anything installed, these steps will seem long and arduous. But if you already have some of this downloaded, it won't seem that long. You could just skip through. You could pause it. You can do everything that you need to do. And I am on a virtualization, a virtual desktop, so it will take a little longer for things to process and download. Yours might not take this long. All right, let me open this. Let me take my time. I know how long this is going to take. So while I wait for this to load up, I can see it loading up right now. Clean up some of this. Yes. And don't need that one. Use, that's fine. So we're going to let this finish because we're going to have to restart. We'll log out once this is done anyway. So we might as well let this finish. Exit some of this out. And just get prepared to let it do what it do. All right, okay. Okay. All right, Docker for WSL. All right. Anyway, while we're waiting for that, let's download Visual Studio Code. Just in case we haven't. Well, actually, I'm not going to go download right here. No, I'm going to actually click on this just in case and download. All right, let's get this set up. I accept. Next. 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 Create desktop icon. Yes. Install. I'll still wait for this to install. Don't need to launch it, but we'll finish and launch it. Okay. Now that we have Visual Studio Code up, let's exit out of this. Yeah, don't really care about that. We'll exit out of this for right now. Now let's head back to, if I can get this out the way, head back to the GitHub. So for the GitHub, we're gonna go to phantasma.io. This is for our syntax. We're gonna go to VS Code Tune. Personally, you really don't need to clone this. I'll just download the zip. Um, Let me open this up. So for this zip, you want to go to PC, this PC, users, user. We're going to go to VS Code right here. I'm going to go to extensions. I'm going to open this up. Go to extensions. I'm going to, ah, I'm trying to open this up if I may. Maybe I was doing the wrong thing. Copy this here. I'm just going to rename this. I don't really need to, but I don't know. I was having issues with this before. I'm just going to rename this to VS Code Tune. I'll say rename it just in case. Now let's go inside of here. Actually, we don't need to. We want to go inside of here. We do. And we want to copy this address. Open this up. CD. Go to VS Code Tune. Make sure you got everything. Now, easily if you want to do this, I'll go to dev because this is where I made README changes. To update the README for you all. I would just copy this. I will remove the G, and personally, I will remove the global because you don't need this globally. So I'll make those changes if and make a pull request on that. So just install this because this isn't installed in the package. And just for you to see, as you go to this package.json, let me open this here always. You will not see VSCE installed. You need VSCE package right here. So you will not see this installed in here. So you want to install this first before you do anything. So let's install this. Perfect. Now let's go run npm run package. Okay. I should have probably put dash yes on that. But now that we ran the package, let's make sure that everything is fine. Let's go here. Let's go back. We should see obsolete. What is this obsolete file for? See, this is when things start having problems. I don't think this is going to work. I've run into this issue many of times. I'm not sure why this happens. Management. Trust this window to enable all features. Trust. Okay, so now let me try this again. I shouldn't have an obsolete file on here. So let me delete this. I already know that this is going to give me another issue. So let me try this one more time. Run package. I thought that yes would actually did that. Maybe I'm not doing that correctly now. All right, let me go run it through here. All right, let's go here, 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 here. VS Code, extensions, VS Code Tune. Let's install that. See what happens. There we go. Now it's working. Not sure what an obsolete file is. But now we have this installed. We should be able to say new file. We'll go here. New file. Text file built in. Select the language. And we should have Tune on here. Yep, Tune. All right. Now that we have syntax highlighting for Tune, we're done. We don't need this anymore. That's set up. Let's check on this. Let's close and log this out. You will probably get a peek of my PC background. Yep, yep, yep. As always, looking good. All right, just for this, let me go back to display settings. Ah, 'Cause I know what this will do. 1090. Docker subscriptions. Yeah, whatever. Keep changes. What is this saying? Finish. Yes. Continue without signing in. Don't need any of that. Starting Docker engine. Now we're almost finished with everything. This is the last piece, is Docker. Let's let this run. Yes. Let it do whatever it needs to do. Docker engine stopped. Now, why did this stop? All right, I don't know what this is. Unexpected WSL error. All right, I'm going to look this up because I don't know what this is. All right, now that we're back, fix the issue. The issue was that you have to have, since this is a virtual machine that I'm running this on, I had to enable hyper visualization on this virtual machine. Um, yeah. Now if you're running on your Windows no virtual machine, you shouldn't run into this problem, or if you're running on Linux, you shouldn't run into this problem. But this is because it's on a virtual machine. But let me start this back up. Okay, now the next thing that we need to do is we need to search this image, right? Search images to run. Phantasma. Phantasma. Oops, I'm spelling that wrong. Chain DevNet. Now, latest. Depending on what you have, AMD ARM 64. I'm going to go with latest. I shouldn't have any issues with the latest. I'm going to pull this. All right. Let's let this get started up. So it should be PhantasmaChain, last Phantasma, dash DevNet, and I'm going to go to the latest. If there is an issue between your ARM or AMD, depending on which one you have, you can always specify that. If you don't know, let's see. Let me check. They used to be able to do this PC. Now, what has Windows changed it to? Uh, this computer, whatever it is, it should be this PC, but I'm just gonna go to settings. All right, system. I'm already in system. Uh, about um Intel Core. Well, this should be mine. So should tell you right here what you have. All right, let me get off of this. Oh well, see, this is what I mean. I downloaded the wrong thing. This is ARM. I'm gonna need AMD. Search, and this will search for here. Go to the hub. I don't want to sign in. I'm just gonna exit this out. I don't need that one. Search images to run. AMD. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Cool. All right, now that's pulling. Let's get everything ready. So for this, you would need Phantasma Hub. That's why I say you'll need this right here on the side. This will actually help you more than often than not. And this will probably run slow since this is on a virtual machine. I really could just show you on my regular machine now that you should be set up. You shouldn't run into any issues, but I'm glad that I did run into issues just in case you are running this through a virtual machine, which I doubt most people would. But anyway, got to start somewhere, right? All right, while this is downloading, I'm going to change directory to Phantasma. Oh, desktop. Desktop slash Phantasma. Going to see what we have. Um, let's change directory to Phantasma Hub. Go to npm run dev. Actually, install first. Because I know all the dependencies are not installed since I didn't touch that yet. All right. Now npm run. I believe it's run dev. We'll see. It'll tell me if it's not. All right. Open this up just so you can see what it looks like. Make sure everything is up running. Yeah. So everything is running on here. This is fine. Perfect. Lower that. We're still waiting on this to start up. What else should we do next? Just to set things up. Go here. Let's open up Poltergeist. You're gonna need this too. All right. As I said, this is a virtual machine, so things will take longer than it needs to for me. For you, it will not take this long to pull things up. It might, but and to download these 90% taking too long. All right, we're back and everything has downloaded. Now, in order to start this up, let's hit this play. Optional settings. We're just going to copy and paste all of these just to run this. All right. You have a quicker way of doing this, some type of script. I'm pretty sure there it could be a script to set this up pretty fast, and I know there is. Actually, there is. I'm just doing this the slow way. But anyway, we're gonna run this. Hopefully, I don't run into any more issues since I am on a virtual machine. Allow. Now you should see all of this. Don't worry. Don't be afraid when you see this. Do not be scared. None of this matters. What matters? Let's see if this is running. Give it a few seconds. Let's open this up. If we have some balances, we're good. If we don't have any balances, we're not good. And we have balances, as you can see. So now we are all set up and ready to start developing. Woo! 30 something minutes and we're good to go. All right now. So now just do a quick test to see. So we have all of these. You can just check all of these balances. Just to make sure all of the wallets are good. All right, you see every single wallet is good on here. All right, if you want to flex on somebody that doesn't know anything about crypto, you could just open this wallet and be like, hey, look here, baby, look here. I got 10,450,000 sold in here. That's $2 million. You know what I mean? So where you trying to go? We can't spend none of it yet. You know, I got this as a node holding or whatever else. But just show her this little flex on her real quick. She was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? And you in there like swimwear. But all right, let me go ahead and exit this. Let me go back to what do we want to do next? I want to show you just Tomb real quick. Um just one simple GitHub smart contract to deploy this. So we're going to go to GitHub, but you know, we're not going to go to anybody's else GitHub but mine because I am going to shamelessly plug my GitHub with all the work I've been doing. We're going to go to Phantasma. We're going to go to smart contracts. Which just go to proving ground. No. Mm, this is just some simple stuff. You don't need too much. Where is my? Oh, do I gotta clone this whole thing? Well, I just really wanted this proving ground to be honest with you. Do I have to? I didn't want to have to do this, but it doesn't matter. All right, I'm just gonna download the zip because I only want one thing out of this. And I'm just gonna put smart contracts in here into this Phantasma. There we go. I'm gonna put this here. All right, and for this, I'm going to go to proving ground. I'm gonna really just delete the output. I don't need the output for right now. You all can use the output though, but I really wouldn't. Let's just delete the output because I want to show you just how to run this. So you're gonna keep that up. Just new a Windows shell. Still have your Phantasma hub up. All right. Now the issue that I haven't figured it out yet, but it's not an issue. So anyway, let me go to smart contracts, change directory to proving ground. And we're going to say just tune compiler. You're gonna have to do protocol 8 for this. Protocol dash 8. And then just go proving ground. Oh, well, I guess that was an issue. The following frameworks were installed. To install missing frameworks, download. All right. Wow. I guess I did need I don't know which one to install. They got too much stuff on here. I'm just gonna download this one. We'll see what happens. So I guess you do need .NET 7 on here. Yeah, just install this. So I guess that was the issue from earlier. So we're gonna install this .NET 7 framework whenever you get this issue. I might have to put that in for them to update that. All right, is this done? Okay. Now let me try this again. All right, there we go. Success. Now, we're going to want to do, go here. Um, this is on testnet. Doesn't matter right now. I want to get this out the way. Is this an older version? Not sure. Anyway, contract management. Contract manager. Usually you'll have a button right here to exit that out. But anyway, here, Portuguese wallet. Oh, I am Portuguese wallet. Let me put this up. Yes, allow it to access your account. I was trying to go to contract manager. Go to local net. Deploy a new contract. I'm gonna name this proving ground. Choose the file. And for this file, it would be the PVM, proving ground output, PVM, as you'll see right here in the ABI. Open, deploy contract. Oh, sorry. Yes, I do. Send. All right. Error deploying contract. What a shame. Now, why do we have an error, right? Now, if you want to know why we have an error, good thing we got this. We're going to go to Docker. We're going to go to Files. I was hoping this didn't happen though, but why we got it here? Um, app testnet. I don't know which node I'm on, to be honest with you. What node is this? Node 0. All right. Node 0. Publish and scroll down. Where's the dumps? Actually, I'm gonna go last modified. All right. Well, I guess not gonna work. Let me go back down here. Last modified. Publish. Publish dumps. No dumps file on here. I'm not sure where this dump file is. You should have a dump folder that'll tell you where your issues are. Shouldn't be nowhere near storage or anything like that. Should just be under publish. No zero. I shouldn't have to go to data or anything like that. Or config. This should be wrong. So let me try this again. Proving ground. Let me make sure. Let me see what my smart contract on the inside is called under proving ground. Let me make sure I don't have anything labeled incorrectly. Smart contract proving ground. Let me just open this up. Oh, Visual Studio Code too, always. That's why we put this in on here for Visual Studio Code. So we can have this. So what is this called? Proving ground. Copy this. Okay. Paste. What was it? What was the name before? Looks the same. Deploy contract. Yes. Error deploying contract. Here we go. Dumps. I told you should have dumps to see what is the error. Oh, contract is already deployed. So I'm not sure why how it's already deployed and I got an error. But anyway, you see the dumps now, which is good. I'm not sure where it was in the first place. I don't want this on here, but it should have been under publish, like I said, publish and dumps. So now that we have that, we don't really need this right now unless you're going to go through the dumps. Now that we're done with this, you could go to the side contract interaction. You're going to have to do this for every single time. Proving ground. Connect your wallet. All right, then go to, let's just say, uh, I'm gonna just say test bool, or just test all types too. Just a string. I'm just gonna put something in. I just wanted to test the types. But anyway, invoke transaction for this one. What did this one return on this one? I'm not sure. Test all types too. Return string. Type of string. Type of what all this is. Return D. Well, it should have said type of stamp too. Well, maybe that's something that I got to work on, but it doesn't matter at this point. I'm just gonna add in a number. I'm surprised I didn't get anything on that. Timestamp, byte array. Just add something in, 2 or something like that. Hey, what's going on? Hey, hey. There we go. Address. I'm just gonna copy this address. Timestamp. I'm gonna say like 4. I don't know what happened to this number. All right, invoke transaction. All right. Yeah. There we go. And you should be good to deploy contracts. I could do a contract. Telling you how to do things on the Phantasma-Chain, like build the contracts. I could do that. But just getting set up, you are now ready to start programming on the Phantasma-Chain. Testing on your local net, things of that nature. But all right, thank you for watching the video.